So you started your business not too long ago, and for the life of you, you cannot figure out why it's not working, why no one's buying your products or services, why is no one interested. Well, sis, grab you a glass of wine and we gonna sit down and talk about the 5 reasons you're probably struggling to launch your business. And it's okay. It's normal to fail a couple of times before your business actually takes off. Hell, mine did too, and it's perfectly okay, but you don't have to struggle alone. So I'm going to tell you how you can kind of turn it around and get back on the right path, sis, because you are a boss. So when it doesn't work out, you got to figure it out. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can figure it out, sis.
Evil.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. The first reason you're probably struggling to launch your business is because, you haven't asked anyone for help. Like, sis, you are not a professional yet. You're not an expert. You don't know everything. I hate to tell you, but you don't, okay? And it's okay not to know everything. People don't expect you to know everything once you're first starting. But guess what? The resources are out there, so use them, sis. Like, do you know somebody who's actually in the industry that you want to be in? Have you asked them or at least told them that you're interested in also emerging into that same industry? If you haven't, really ask yourself, why not? Because that person is literally already in the position that you want to be in. Why not ask them, what did they do to get there? What resources did they use? Now, let me go ahead and kind of nip this in the bud. I'm not saying ask that person to basically tell you how to do everything, okay, sis? That's like going up to the teacher, right? And saying, hey, I forgot to study for my test, so can you just give me all of the answers? No, it don't work like that. That doesn't make sense. But what the teacher will do is say, hey, here's a study guide for you. Hey, here's a textbook that you can read. Hey, this link will actually take you directly to someone who can actually show you how to do everything in this video. And I really suggest that you actually look up the questions that you want to ask before you ask them, because if someone came up to me and asked me how to do blase blase, I'm going to say, well, sis, have you at least looked it up yet first? Have you tried to figure that out for yourself? And if the answer is no, that's a problem. Like, that's a serious problem. It's not like, a 9-to-5. It's not like a typical job where they already have everything structured out and all you have to do is follow the rules. No. In entrepreneurship, I'm going to tread lightly when I say this, but there are no rules, baby girl. You create the rules. Like, you really do create the rules. You do it how you want to do it. One way may work for somebody else, but it may not work for you. So it really is kind of like a trial and error. So you have to put in the effort first before you just say, hey, I cannot find the answer. It's not working. Let me see if I can speak with someone else who's in the position that I want to be in, and let's get their advice on it. If you haven't asked anyone for help, or you're scared to ask someone for help, sis, you don't have to speak with nobody face to face on Google. I'm just saying. Google and YouTube, all you gotta do is type in the question. Like, type in the question and literally ask the internet what the answer is, or ask which direction you need to go to actually find the answer that you're looking for. So it's kind of like, well, if you're scared to ask for help, ask a computer. Read a book. Like, I didn't really ask anybody for help the first time I started my business. I actually tried to start my business back in 2017 or 2018. I can't remember. I didn't put in half of the energy that I'm giving now the last time. And that's obvious. I didn't ask anyone for help. I didn't network with people that could possibly lead me towards some resources. I didn't do those things. So that's probably one of the main reasons My first launch did not work for me. I did go and get my business license too, but that's besides the point. What you gonna do with a business license if you can't really start the business because you don't know how to ask how to start the business? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, sis. Whew. This is good. Okay. So number 2. The second reason that you're more than likely struggling to launch your business is because you don't promote yourself enough. Okay? Nobody knows you exist. All right? And this is something that I still struggle with. Pick a day, sis, where you could just sit down and dump content onto a sheet of paper. Okay? Dump advertisement and promotional ideas onto a sheet of paper. Just sit down and let it all flow. Okay? Just think of the different ways that you could possibly promote yourself and advertise what you do. You know, take this time to do that. I promise you it works. Like, that's also something that I do for YouTube as well. I sit down, I literally just dump all the possible content ideas that I could possibly think of, put it on paper, and I schedule it out. It's the same way for your businesses. Sit down and think of different things about your business or about you as the owner that you want to promote, that you want to advertise. All right? And schedule it out. That works for me. That told people, hey, you know, I exist. I'm here. And you don't have to just wait to do your promotional stuff and your advertising stuff when you finally launch. Build up the anticipation. Let people know you're coming and you bringing something fire, okay? Like, you bringing something that ain't nobody ever brought to the table before. Matter of fact, you're not even bringing food to the same table that everybody else sitting at, sis. You bringing a whole nother table. You making space for more people, okay, to come sit at your table, all right, and chat it up with you. Like if you have a job, right? I don't care if you're working a 9 to 5 or if you're working in Forever 21. I don't care. Your coworkers should see you rocking your product, talking about your service. People should know what you do. And I'm not saying you got to go out here and try to make a sale every time you talk about your product or your service, but you should be able to spark up some type of interest in it because you have interest in it. It's not hard to talk about stuff that you like. It shouldn't be anyway. Really, like think about it in that form. If I can sit up here and talk about this hair, for example, right? I can sit up here and I can give you a few specs on my hair, right? I can tell you about my hair, sure. I can tell you it's Brazilian straight. I can tell you it's easily manageable. I can tell you it's thick from the cuticles all the way to the ends. I can tell you it's cuticle aligned. I can tell you I don't have tangling issues. I don't have shedding issues. There's no bad smell. I can curl it. The curls will last. I can tell you those things. I like hair. It's something I'm interested in. And I like my hair. So, girl, we can sit up here kiki about hair all day. And I'm not selling you nothing. I'm just telling you about how much I like it. And by the time our conversation is over, you know I'm into hair. Word of mouth is the biggest part of success for a business sometimes. Sometimes it's no. It's like, I actually know this girl I work with and she wears hair all the time. And I think it's from her hair company. I don't know. Let me give you her number really quickly. Or actually, I actually have a business card from her. And if you want to, you can actually go look at her site and you can pull up her Instagram and see if it's something you might be interested in, sis. But yeah, it's like, I know her and her hair always look good. That's the second reason why you're struggling, sis. Nobody knows you exist. Nobody knows you're interested in that. Nobody knows that you have a love for it. That's what you want to do. That's where you see, that's where you see yourself going. Like, nobody knows that. And if nobody knows it, how do you expect them to go to your website and purchase your product? How do you expect them to share that Instagram picture with somebody else because they thought it might give them some inspiration, or that's the product or service that they were looking for and you just so happen to have that for them? So just promote yourself. Just promote yourself. Just say, hey, like, I see you rock hair all the time. Like, where do you get your hair from? Okay. Okay, I've heard of them. Well, if you ever are looking to try some different textures or something, I actually have my own hair company. If you want to, you can just kind of check out my Instagram and, you know, share it with some of your friends. Tell somebody you know that's looking for different textures, or I have a texture that you're looking for. Sis, I got that. Tell her I got her. I'll give her a discount too while she at it. Listen, I rest my case. I rest my case with number two. Number two is you're suffering because you don't promote yourself. Nobody knows you exist. And that's that on that. Okay? Number three. The third reason that you're suffering or struggling to just build your brand, build your business, is because you're suffering from imposter syndrome. And you're kind of like, sis, what the hell is imposter syndrome? Okay? I'm going to Google it for you. All right, so I'm going to tell y'all what Google says imposter syndrome is. They said that it is the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own effort or skills. Okay? I ain't lying. That's what Google said. Okay? So I just practiced number one. Ask Google if you don't know. But no, for real. So all in all, in summary, what that says is you struggle to believe in yourself and believe that you are worth being this boss. Like the person that you see yourself being, this boss, this CEO, this CFO, whoever, whatever. You are struggling to see yourself, picture yourself, and then practice being that person. You haven't made that mental switch yet that you are no longer the standard consumer. Yes, we're all going to be consumers. But depending on what your business or your service is, you're either a producer or you're a distributor. You have to switch your mindset to match that persona. You know what I'm saying? Like, you create your own products. If you somebody who you take the time, sis, and you just play with ingredients, and the next thing you know, you done mixed up the United States #1 shea butter. You a producer. You created that. You created that. And can't nobody take that away from you. You know? Like, can't nobody sit here and tell you, oh, because you not making certain numbers or your likes not looking like this on Instagram, that you are not the owner, the founder, the creator of your brand, your product, or your service. Your opinion has to be, sis, this business that I'm running now, this gonna be on the Fortune 500 in not too long. That's how you have to think. You can't feel like, oh, I don't deserve to have this, or I don't deserve to have people support me, or, you know, I don't know nothing about that, so I'm really not the owner of it or the creator, or I'm just somebody who has a dream. No, sis, dead all that. Like, stop it. Like, literally dead it. It's a dub. That mental thought process right there, that gotta go. You put that behind you. Like, it's behind you. Like, your back is facing them. It don't even matter. You thought of that idea. You created that name. You made that product. You put in the time to literally go get your business license. Now, this is a registered business. Then you are the founder. You are the owner. You are the creator. You are the CEO if you want to call yourself the CEO. And nobody, and I say nobody, can really take that away from you. But you have to take ownership of those things. Okay? You have to change your mindset. You are not the standard consumer anymore. Like, a lot of these people who own these Fortune 500 companies went from not believing in themselves to believing in themselves, and now look where they at. I mean, I know it's a process. I'm not gonna make it sound like it's really just that easy. It's not that easy, but it starts with you. If you see yourself being the owner, be that owner. When somebody asks you what you do, make sure you say, hey, I'm the owner of this. I created that. Own that. Own that, sis. And listen, the same way when you in a relationship with that man and some girl look at your man and you looking like, look that way, sis. Don't look over here. We good over here. Well, I don't want no issues with you. That's mine right there. That's the same energy you gotta have towards your business. Because I guarantee you, I ain't, and I'm sure no other woman is just gonna let some random chick run up on her man. Okay, so I'm not in the second, the third, the fourth year of my business. But that's still my business. I have a hair extensions company. I'm the owner of Luxe Bundles Boutique. You have to start thinking that way. You have to start supporting yourself in that way, because guess what? If you don't believe in yourself, how is everybody else gonna believe in you? That's the third reason why you're struggling, because you don't believe that you are that owner. You are that CEO. This is your soon-to-be franchise. Yes, it's an inside at-home job now, but baby, you're gonna have that storefront soon. Like, you have to make that mindset change, okay? You can't keep the same mindset that you had as a consumer now that you are a producer, a distributor. You can't keep that same mindset. You stand out from the crowd now, sis. You're not the typical consumer. You're providing something to the consumers too. I'm just saying, you got to make that change, sis, because if you don't, I don't know. All right, so the fourth reason you're probably struggling to launch your business is because, sis, you completely and utterly underestimated the amount of time and energy that it was actually going to take. The first time I tried to start my business, I wanted it to happen so fast, okay? I wanted it like right now, like right then at that moment. You know, I wanted to take the quick way to the top. Y'all know how it is. You want the quick way to the top, right? So I said, okay, I want the quick way to the top. So how am I gonna get there, right? I said, okay, well, I'ma just be the hair extension company that does drop shipping, because all I gotta do is have a website. I ain't gotta have no inventory. Ain't gotta have nothing. All I need to make sure is that I have a good vendor, the hair is A1, and all I need is a website. Place the order with me. I'll go ahead and send the order over to my vendor and they'll ship it to you. Right? I quickly cut that out. It had to go. It had to go because they were doing all the work. The drop shipping company, they were doing all the work. So they were getting all my profit. That's a dub. That defeats the purpose of starting your own business, right? You want to see your revenue. You want to see your profit. I'm not saying you can't do drop shipping. Okay? But then that kind of takes all the control, all of the excitement away from packing up your own order. going to the post office and dropping off your orders yourself. Pulling up to the post office like, sis, I'm just here to drop off my orders. Like, that, you're taking all of that away from you because you want somebody else to do all of the work and you want to be the one that keeps the money. That's basically what drop shipping is for. Drop shipping is for the person that don't feel like putting in all the work, but they want the money. And that's the route that I went the first time, and I quickly realized that it just it wasn't worth it. I was just trying to get it done quick. I wanted to take some quick photos. I wanted to get a little promo video, put it together, and we gonna put it out there and we gonna say I'm here. I had a whole different name, y'all. My branding was completely different. Colors and everything completely different. And I wanted it all so fast. I didn't take the time to do any research. I didn't take the time to learn from other people's mistakes. I didn't take the time to ask for help. I didn't take the time to change up my mindset. I was still in that, oh, I just want the money, somebody else can do the work mindset. I didn't take the time to do all that. And the minute I launched was the same minute, I kid you not, the same minute that business flopped. I had to go through that. I had to go through this process all over again because this launch for Luxe Bundles Boutique this time, listen, so much better, completely different position. Okay, the point is that I did way more this time around than I did last time. Okay, I put in way more time, way more effort, way more energy this time around than I did last time, and it shows. It shows that I had someone helping me along the way, y'all. Like, goes back to my first point. The reason why you're struggling, you didn't ask for help. I had a whole cousin, y'all. A whole cousin who was a business consultant and has had several successful businesses throughout her lifespan where she can give me her experiences and I can learn from them. She can give me advice. She can help me out. She can tell me the do's and the don'ts. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I really didn't. And now that I had her help, shout out to her. Thank you, Kim, so much. I will put her information down in the description box if you guys want to check out her business consulting company. She is phenomenal. Okay, it's like she finishes my sentences. She gets my thoughts together. She makes it all make sense. Listen. I'm just saying, you're not taking the amount of time and energy and putting it into your company or your business. That's why you're struggling, sis. You trying to half-ass it. You can't do that. Because if you half-ass it from the jump, it's going to be half-assed down the line. I'm keeping it real with you. I'm keeping it real with you. If you do that now, it's going to be like that later. Unless you change it up. Switch it up. Make that mental change. Put in more time. Put in more effort. Make that investment, y'all. Like, make the investment into your business. And investment is not always money, okay? Investment is the time that you take to learn about that industry. Investment is the effort to actually research your product and know your product like the back of your hand. Investing into your business is taking the time to network with the people that's going to help you get to where you're trying to be. It's not always just money. Everything is not a quick way to the top. I'm sorry. Some people do get it that easy. Shout out to them. Kudos to them. That ain't everybody's story. Matter of fact, I can almost tell you that a lot of successful people come from nothing. Had to start from the bottom. They have no choice. They didn't have cousins who was business consultants that can tell them what they should do and what they shouldn't. You cannot be a business owner if you're going to be lazy. All right? Nobody even wants to deal with or partner with somebody who's lazy about their own business. I'm just saying, like, to be completely honest with you. Why would Pantene want to collab with Luxe Bundles Boutique if Luxe Bundles Boutique is very lazy about everything we do? It's not gonna happen. But I learned, y'all, and I can tell the difference. There's no excuse, because we all have the same 24 hours. We all have the same 7 days of the week. We all got the same 52 weeks in a year. We all got the same 12 months. I'm just saying, like, you cannot constantly find a reason or an excuse for everything, and you cannot constantly try to quickly get to where you want to be. It ain't overnight success, baby. And I will tell you this. Overnight success, it don't last. It don't last long. Or if it does, it comes with some cons, okay? It comes with some cons. It comes with you don't have discipline. All right? You don't have the mindset. You don't have the structure. You don't have any of that when you try to get to the top real quick, because you don't want to put in the time and the energy to actually build your brand, build what you believe in. Do you want people to feel like you didn't try? Do you want to feel like you didn't try? Here's the psychology about it, right? Here's the psychology about it that's really weird, because you want it so bad. You desire it so bad. You have that passion for it so much that you want it right now. But you can't be patient enough. You can't put in enough time, enough energy, enough effort to make sure that it lasts. So you're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about right now. After this video, I challenge you to think about the future. Stop thinking about right now. Because yes, where you are in your business right now is very important. But where you want to be is even more important. That's going to take time. That's going to take energy. That's going to take effort. That's going to take motivation. That's going to take discipline. It takes a lot. It is not easy. Any business owner will tell you it is not easy. Okay, like, it ain't easy. Okay, like, I wish everybody knew about Luxe Bundles Boutique. I wish the numbers was coming in. I wish I had tons of brand ambassadors. That ain't where I'm at right now. But guess what? Give me a year. Give me 6 months. Because I'm putting in the time and the energy to get to that point. You don't just get handouts. You don't. And that's just the truth about it. So that's probably the 4th reason why you're struggling to launch. It's because, honey, you think it's an overnight success and it ain't. All right, sis. So the 5th reason that you are struggling to launch your business is because you did not financially plan to launch a business. There are tons of videos out here on how to start a business with no money. And I don't think it's impossible, but I also feel like usually the way that you picture your business starting and continuing, it looks fabulous, right? It looks luxurious. It looks like people are buying your product. It looks like people are coming to your storefront to indulge in your service. That's what it looks like. And to me, that sounds like money. I'm not saying you can't start a business with no money, but I just feel like that goes back to my point of making the investment. It is going to require money. I thought about the financial part of it, but I didn't really it didn't really sink in until my cousin Kim, who, like I said, is a business consultant, and I was giving her the options, the different directions that I wanted to go with my launch, and she was looking at me like, well, what's the budget? And anybody that know me, I'm like, budget? Budget? Who got a budget? I ain't have no budget, sis. I was just like, this is what I want to do. This is how much it's going to take for now. And that's what I'm willing to spend because it's worth that money. And yes, it is worth every little penny you put in. But if you don't have it under control, you're going to already be in the hole before you even start your business. Like, if you really want to think about it like that, if you're overspending, you're spending money that your business does not have yet. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you want to be at a point where your business is supporting your business financially. Like, you don't want to continuously keep coming out of your 9-to-5 check to take care of this and that for your business. So you're spending money that your business does not own yet. So I had to sit down and really think, okay, I'm a new business owner. I haven't generated any revenue for my business yet. So anything that goes into my business off rip is from my pocket, from my 9-to-5 check. So I had to think about what I make, how much I'm willing to spend, and how much of that can I spend at once. That determined how long it would take me to actually launch. So, and drop a heart if y'all want me to show y'all like how I budgeted out my launch and everything. And I can definitely make a video for y'all on how I did that. But I started with how much I make. I thought about what date I want to launch. I divided how much it was going to take me in between the time, and I put money to the side when I needed to put money to the side, and then I made the purchase when I had the full amount for certain stuff. It's all about strategy when it comes to financial planning to launch your business. I will say that it was very strategic, and it almost made saving look really simple. It's all about strategically planning where your money is going to go, at what date is it going to go. All that matters. Like, it's going to take money for you to launch a quality launch. Okay, so yes, you could probably start your business with no money, but what does your launch look like with no money? Ask yourself if that is the route that you want to go. If you are that person that, I believe you can start a business with no money, ask yourself, what does it look like? What does your launch look like? What does your business look like with no money? If you're cool with that, do it. Absolutely go for it. But if you ask yourself, what does your launch look like? What does your business look like? And if you like me, I'm like, it's luxurious, it's glamorous, it's sexy, it's clean, it's professional. That takes money. And you have to plan in advance. That goes back to being patient. I know you may want to launch tomorrow, but sis, if it's going to take you $1,000 that you don't have right now, but in a few paychecks you will have, that's when your launch needs to be. I hope that makes sense. But that's when your launch needs to be. Because in total, if it's going to take you $1,000 and it's going to take you 2 checks, then sis, you can't launch until, honestly, if you know you need $1,000 and you know you can save $1,000 with 2 paychecks, don't launch until 4 paychecks later. You have an extra $1,000 that if you need to randomly go purchase something, randomly make an investment for something for that launch, you have that money set aside for the purpose of your business. You can spend that money. You don't have to worry about, dang, you know, I really got to pay my car note this week, but I really need to pay this girl to make my flyers for me. It's all a balance. It's an investment. You have to strategically and financially get yourself together. That's another thing. If you are not in a financial position to where you can start a business comfortably, I don't think it's the right time for you to start, sis. And that's probably why your launch is not going well, or after you launch, nothing is happening, because you didn't really even have enough money to put into it to make it look like anything, or to present it as something of quality. Honestly, like when I first started my business, I was in college. I was working a regular job, y'all. I'm talking like $12 an hour job. I was not in a financial position to even launch a business in the way that I would have liked to launch it. But I have a whole job now, y'all. I've graduated from college. I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm still living at home. I have money that I can put into my business now. And I strategically planned it out, and it worked. It worked. But yeah, y'all, so those are the 5 reasons why you're probably struggling to launch your business. Those were the 5 reasons I struggled to launch the first time. If you are a person who can relate to any of these 5 struggles, if you think you could work on some of those, I challenge you to do them. All of these things are going to make you a better business owner, and it's going to make sure that moving forward, your business progresses. That's what I want to see for my business. That's what I want to see for everyone watching me in your business. I want to see that for you. I want to see progression. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.